gosh. Oh, my brows look good. Look at that out. Okay, I'm not sure what this one's doing. This one. Hello. Okay, let's start. What am I doing? What are you doing, Jared? Okay. Off is good. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Help I Am an Adult, and today it's all about the podcast. And but just before I go on, just a heads up, if you haven't yet, go hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get notified of when new videos drop, and also give this video a thumbs up and comment below on anything else you want me to do on this podcast or on the podcast or on this channel as a whole. So let's get into today's video. Hi everyone and welcome to Help I'm an Adult podcast, and today I am going to be talking about setting goals. I hope everybody's been doing well though. I feel like I've not actually related one-on-one with y'all in a long time, so I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope you've had a good week, a good month. I don't remember the last time I asked that question, but hope you're good. Okay, now let's get into the podcast. So I've been doing the whole, not really a series, but it's just a continuation from everything I've been talking about in terms of getting older, and then talking about what I expected in the adulting world. And now we're talking about setting goals. So in terms of setting goals, I think I'm going to kind of relay back to the last podcast episode. If you haven't listened to it, go click on the link that's going to pop up now. Well, pause this video, go watch that, and then come back and watch this. And then you know what I'm on about, or go listen to it, whatever, it depends. Whatever platform you're listening to or watching this from, go back to the previous episode, listen to it, and then come back and listen to this. Because I say that because I'm going to be referencing some subtopics from that previous episode and using it to cover our goal setting discussion that we're having today. Today, like I said, I'm talking about what goals we need to be setting ourselves either going into adulting or being bang on in the middle like I am. Or at least, well, I'm not really in the middle. I don't think I'm in the middle. I'm close. But yeah, so what are the goals that we need to be setting for ourselves, or that I've realized that I could just give you guys hints on those goals that you need to be setting for yourself just in the process of adulting. Last week, I talked about things we didn't know about adulting and the process of things, so the admin side of adulting and the fun relationship character side of adulting. And so I'm going to pick some points from each of those sections to cover the goals that we want to set. So let's talk about goal setting when it comes to jobs and our careers and just anything that's going to bring in that cash. Because we all know we can't survive in this world, unfortunately, without some money. So in terms of applying for jobs and the jobs that we want and the goals we want to set for the jobs we have, basically, I believe you need to have short-term goals to get to that long-term goal. So if you're anybody like me, I had no idea what it was I wanted to do as a job, like a job coming out of uni or even going into uni. I knew what I was good at, so I knew what I was studying, but I had no idea what I wanted to do as an actual job, like a paying job. And in the process of uni, I realized the things that I like and things I didn't like. And even then, I still didn't know. And I remember even bang on in the middle of my master's, I still was like, I don't think I'm ready for work because I don't know what it is I want to do. But here's the thing. And one thing that I've realized now that I'm working and I got a job during my master's. It's not about doing what it is you're eventually going to end up doing. If you're lucky enough to actually find that job and know what it is you want to be doing from the start, kudos to you and go for it. And I'm saying go for it. But for those of us who are just on the fence and not sure of what it is we want to be doing as for a career, I think it's just apply for something in line with what you think you might be interested in. And then even if you get into it and it's not something you want to be doing, then just find something else, and you'll find something else that you're interested in and go straight into that. That's basically it. it's a bunch of like trial and error. And like I've said so many times on this platform and on this podcast, like the job I'm in now is not what I thought I'd be doing. I didn't even know a job like this existed. And now that it's there, I'm enjoying it to a certain extent, but I'm also now aware of other jobs and other things that I could possibly want to be doing in the future. Maybe as side hustles, maybe as a whole career change. Again, still don't know about that. But at least I'm learning what it is that I like and don't like in terms of the working world and a career path for myself. So when setting your goals for a job, yes, and you probably won't have a full long-term goal, which is okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Not having a long-term goal is okay. However, having short-term goals are good. Maybe first thing is get a job, maybe not the job, but get a job is the first thing you probably need to put on that goal list for careers. Second thing is, then while you're in that job, just do your best to progress as best as possible to make yourself, basically to like advance your CV, make yourself what's the word? Sellable? That's not the word. There's a word for it. But basically just do your best to advance in that job, whatever it is that you might be doing. Just make sure that you're getting any qualifications you need to get. You're advancing within the job role, so doing your best in whatever that job might be. And like setting yourself those little goals. So my little goals was, when I first got into my job, I had no idea what qualifications I could be getting from it, but I got my qualification. I heard about the certifications you can get within system testing, and I wanted to do them. So I started off with a foundation course, and I realized, oh, this is nice, I like this. And then I set myself another goal to do this, to advance, to do the next level and to do the other level. And those goals were being set, and they acted as like milestones for me within my job. And I recommend that having those little goals just for yourself to get your way to where you want to be is very, very helpful. So I think the pointer for a career purposes is just set little goals, and eventually when you realize, oh, this is it, this is the job I want to be doing, this is the career goal, then you have that as your long-term goal and you start working towards it with the short-term goals that you're setting for yourself. So that's it for the job side of things. When it comes to finances and the financial aspect of it all, I think also your long-term goal decides what your short-term goals are going to be. So if you're somebody and when I say long-term, the long-term goal is basically the question I'd ask for you to decide what your long-term goal is that what lifestyle do you want for yourself, like in the long run? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? Minimalist? Do you want to be rich, like be a rich ass person, just be flowing in money? Do you want to be comfortable? So everybody's definition of comfortable is different. Again, your comfortable could be being a minimalist. It could be being rich and just flowing in cash. It could be that, you know what, I just want to be able to afford certain things in life and be okay and just be good. That's fine too. So find your level of the lifestyle you want to live, and then set that is your long-term goal, and then your short-term goals are working towards that. So if it's that, and also, like I said previously, like finance is kind of dependent on the job, or job is dependent on finance. It depends on how you want to look at it. But based on however money you earn, or whatever your income is, depending on if you have multiple streams of income, which is highly recommended in this day and age we live in, or if you just have the one source of income, which is fine too, if that's all you can do, really. Whatever that is, I recommend that you basically, okay, let me use myself as an example, as I always do. Basically, when I first got my job, I was getting paid a certain amount, and there were certain things I could do, and there was a limit to what I could do in terms of, like, I'll say, like, my me things, my me time expenses. So when I say me time, like, I wanted to be able to, like, oh, maybe go for a beauty treatment, like this beauty treatment once a month, and be able to, but I couldn't do that on that salary. And I knew if I was able to get a promotion or some kind of pay rise, and what I needed to do to get that pay rise, I could be able to get into that bracket of being able to afford that beauty treatment. And then I worked my butt off. Sorry if you find that offensive. I worked really hard, and I got the promotion, and I was able to afford that one beauty treatment. And then as I went along, I knew there were other things I wanted to add and be able to afford. And now, like, I'm in that spot and I'm comfortable. I've also, like, another short-term goal is possibly saving. So if you're somebody who wants to be saving a particular amount on a monthly basis, either saving for a house, saving for a car, saving for whatever it is, a holiday, I think it's also good for you to set it as a short-term goal, to be like, okay, at the end of this year, this is how much I want to save. Maybe a year is too long, I don't know. Or at the end of every month, this is how much I want to save. So what, like, financially, make sure you leave room and accommodate that in your expenses, in your budgeting. Always put it in. If you're anybody like me, the moment I see my pay slip, I'm budgeting, or even before I see my pay slip, because I kind of know what my average pay would be. I know what it is I'm spending that money on. Remember as well, financially, if you have credit cards, you got to pay those off on a regular basis, so you don't get interest on them and all of that stuff. So your short-term goal could also be getting out of debt. That's another thing. I talked about overdrafts briefly in the previous episode, and probably in episodes ago, like season 1. But that's a debt you kind of want to get out of as well, especially for students coming out of uni. That's the first debt I recommend that you basically get off your chest, because it's just unnecessary to have it there, and then after a while you're going to start paying interest, and there's just no point. So just pay that off. So your short-term goal could be paying off your debt. It could be being able to afford certain things for yourself. It could be that you want to just save money for the long run of possibly getting a house, which will possibly contribute to your long-term goal. Just decide what lifestyle you want to live, and make sure you plan your finances so you can get to that lifestyle, if that makes sense. And I think that's basically it. So that's it for the finance, that's it for the job. Again, those two are kind of intertwined into each other, because I understand that the job could your job kind of decides your finances, or the finance where you want to be financially kind of decides on what kind of job you apply for. So do with that information as you will, basically. Do with it as you will. So moving on to goals you want to set when it comes to different relationships in your life. I know relationship goals and #relationship goals are a thing, and have been a thing for years now. But what exactly are those goals? Because I see those hashtags when it comes to like pictures and stuff, but like, how do people get to the point where they can take a picture and they can be goals? So why can't I have those goals for myself? So I'm going to break this down with, again, relationship with your friends. So these are just like besties and people you hang out with. A romantic relationship, family, and then the relationship with yourself. So relationship with your friends, I would definitely say the goal is to have people around you that lift you up, that encourage you, that basically make you be the best version of you. And there's not people that will just say be yes sirs and no sirs and yes ma'am and no ma'am friends. Friends that actually will challenge you to be the best that you can be. And I also think that somewhat is intertwined with a romantic relationship, because you also want that as well. You guys want to grow together as a couple. You want to grow together as boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever it is that relationship is, or whatever the relationship would be in the long term. So I think that's definitely key in setting those goals, to be like, this is the goal for my friendship group. And when somebody comes into your life and is not hitting that goal and is not giving you what you need from the friendship, then I say just either kind of reduce their contact with you or cut them out completely. It's up to you. Do with that as you will. And also within friendships and a romantic relationship, honesty is key. You need somebody who's going to be honest with you always. Always honest, no matter what. Like, I'll probably cover this in a future episode, but I'm one of those people, like, I don't even care if it's bad news. If you're going to tell me you don't want to be my friend anymore, just tell me. I don't like silence. Silence is not, in the age of ghosting people, don't get me started, because I have so many issues with that. But I would rather you just say, look, Sharon, I don't think we can be friends anymore. Okay, I might ask you why, but still tell me why. I would like to know. And if it can't be resolved, as long as we've had that conversation, communication as well. Honesty and communication go hand in hand. That's key as well. So I think those are two key important things in friendships and in a romantic relationship. And also within the romantic relationship, I think you guys also need to be friends, because I can't see why are you in a relationship with somebody you can't be friends with? Because there will come a time when that relationship will evolve. You guys could possibly become parents. You become like, as married, if you're married, you'll be married if you want to get married. Just that you guys need to be friends, because there'll be a time when, and I'm not saying like the goals doesn't mean you guys don't argue and you guys don't fight. That's natural. It's going to happen. You guys just need to remember the foundation on which that relationship was built on, which I hope is a foundation of trust, a foundation of honesty, good communication, and hopefully that will get you through and you'll be fine. So I think friendship in a romantic relationship is actually key as well. You can't just be there for the romance only. You guys actually need to get along as friends. So that's the friends. I kind of merged those two together. Sorry. But hopefully something made sense in everything I just said. When it comes to relationships with your family, I think, I don't know, the quote, blood is thicker than water, is what comes to mind. Family is everything. And I understand that some people just don't have that, which I understand. And you get to choose your family, which is also great. Which then, in that sense, choosing your family, I think anything relating to your relationship goals for friends would definitely come into play in choosing your family as well. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for family. Like, your families should always have your back, always. And yeah, I don't really know what more to say about that, you know. That's basically it for goals with family. If it's a family as in like you're the kid and you have parents and stuff, the goals are there. If it's that it's a family in terms of like you are the parent, or you're going to be the parent and you're just building a family, then yeah, make sure you're actually present at all times and be a present parent, be a present wife, a present husband in that family caucus. And that's it for family. And then when it comes to goals for yourself, so relationship goals with yourself, this is again always going to be a work in progress. Like, you need to know that as time goes on, you evolve, you grow, things change, you change, the circumstances around you change, which could change you as well. So I think at the end of it all, as long as you're loving yourself in the progression of who you are, in the advancement of who you are, in the growth that you're experiencing, and it's not detrimental to the love that you have for yourself, you're doing well. That's a relationship goal. Loving yourself is relationship goals. Just saying. So yeah, and I think that's pretty much it in terms of goal setting. So let me know in the comments below any of the goals that you guys have set for yourselves, or you think that, you know what, this is my short-term goal and this is what I'm working at, and you know, I'll be here to encourage you, because that's what this platform has been created for. Not just for me to basically rant my ideas to you guys, but for also to encourage and to allow for easy flow of communication amongst young people figuring out the world as it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Before I go, however, I just want you guys to head over to the Instagram page at Help I Am an Adult. There is a giveaway going on at the moment, and all the instructions is on the post. It's going to be rotating on the Instagram story as well on a daily basis, and I've also created a highlight on our Instagram page. So if you want to go straight into the highlight, you'd see everything you need to know about the giveaway on there. But yeah, it's basically something to say thank you to everybody who supported, and also for you guys to get maybe one of your friends to win the items in the giveaway. So I've encouraged you to tag friends that have been encouraging or have encouraged you in 2020, the roller coaster of a year that it's been. And yeah, so everything you need to know about the giveaway is in that post on Instagram as well, and I'll probably put details about it in the description below if you want to enter into the giveaway. So yeah, that's it from me today. For everybody watching or listening wherever you are, please subscribe, follow, share, give comments, rate, do all of that good stuff. And till next time, have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead, and I'll speak to you guys next week. Au revoir.